Sometimes living in the suburbs can be boring. It can be ordinary. It can be quiet. So sometimes you gotta make a little noise. In a nutshell, a local music scene is a localized, music-oriented community of bands and their audiences.
My name is Ray Brown. I am 18 years old. Currently, I play drums in a band called Snail Mail. I play drums in a band called Bleary Eyed. And a little bit before that, I was in the band Black Sparks. I was in the band Big Moth. As well, I also book shows semi-frequently. Especially starting this summer, I booked so many. It was kind of overwhelming. But so I've been booking since like the really bad youth concert series I had in 8th grade, which taught me a lot. It was definitely not like cool shows by any means, but I'm still glad I did it. And it helped out. It was nice to sort of at least start a community of like-minded people who were into music and into going to shows and into just being creative with like other people our age. What goes into booking and organizing the show? First off, it's not as hard as it seems. It's like being on your phone a bit and like as far as getting like 3 or 4 bands to be in like the same place at the same time and like making sure that a decent amount of people know about this event of bands being in like a certain place at a certain time. That part is not that hard. At least for me. So one part would be promoting it. Another thing would be like carefully curating a show. How many people this band would bring out, like what kind of people they would bring out. Like maybe pairing local openers to like kind of secure a certain demographic. Who's friends with people? Like there could be a DC act who's friends with this out of town band that might work. Also like the thing I realized on tour too is like making sure it's not an all dude, like an all white dude show, which is, especially for being like 18 and in the suburbs, it's like hard to make a show that isn't that, I guess. I haven't done a show at my house, so it's weird having to pass along the responsibility of like opening up my home to someone else and like sort of making sure that they're cool with being good hosts. Yeah, that whole like being a host at a place I don't live at and like have like putting a lot of responsibility on the homeowner when I'm not that person has been weird to do, but I haven't really had too many problems with it. Like we'll do a show or two and they'll be like, oh, just like no one's breaking my house, like people are pretty respectful. Overall, it's been fine.
A house show is a musical performance that happens at a house of someone, and it's normally composed of like high school or college bands. The music is typically very angsty and very loud because you're very close to them.
I like going to house shows because everyone's pretty relaxed there and you don't have to like wear like, I don't know, you don't have to like dress up because I feel like for concerts you kind of have to like look nice, and I just like wear my pajamas to house shows and it's just really casual and everyone's nice, so it's good to support your local artists.
So it's a good like way to share art and meet people with similar interests who also like art and music, and it's all just the compatibility within like the people and everyone seems to get along and have a good time.
I like going to house shows because I get to hear cool new bands and like meet interesting people and just generally like hang out and have a good time.
I like coming to house shows because it's just, you get these young people together and it's just such a creative space.
Being involved in the local music scene is really like useful for just like you get to meet a lot of people, and through that you like make more connections, and like it's a really great way to network. And yeah, you get a lot of opportunities. The more people you meet, it's pretty cool. It's definitely helps a lot.
The local scene has really changed me as a person because there's a lot of like social aspect with it, and like me as a person, I kind of have trouble socializing with people. But when there's a large group of people who have like similar interests, like music and stuff, it's really easy to talk to people and things like that. So I feel like that's really changed me.
So being part of the local music scene, it has made me learn that when people come together and do when a lot of people are doing different things in different areas of the country or the world or whatever, it's great, but everyone coming together and doing things as one, that's when the magic happens. So everyone has to come together, and that's what we're doing, and it's great, and it's always a good time. And as a person, that's taught me that when you work with the more people you work with who feel the same way as you do about a certain subject, that's when things really happen, and that's how I want everything to be. Everyone coming together, doing what they love, and it's always a good time.
Local music is the backbone of the music industry. Everything you've ever loved about music started in someone's bedroom, on someone's couch, on a balcony, over a shared cigarette smoke. It's really easy to see musicians as these superhumans, but local music serves as a reminder that everyone is a person. Because of local music, towns and cities that get skipped over for tours still get to have shows. I always say the only difference between a band with fame and a band without is money and luck. It's not talent. Local music is allowing talent to come first and allowing people who couldn't live without music to survive.